Okay, we will start with the session. So, hello everyone, a very good morning to all of you, dear authors and invited guests. A very warm welcome to the technical session 2A. Myself, Yashita, and I'll be your moderator for this session. I'll make sure everything runs smoothly and maybe keep up the energy too till the last. So, on behalf of Global Knowledge Research Foundation and GR Scholastic LLP, it is my great pleasure to welcome you to the international conference on Technological Intelligence and Business Strategies, which is TIBS 2026, Manila, Philippines. This conference is being organized in a hybrid mode. The event was held yesterday in Philippines, and the virtual event is being held through Zoom from 23rd to 24th June 2026, where people from all over the India as well as many from other countries are present with us. So I hope you all enjoyed today's insightful, knowledgeable, and interactive sessions. So in this session, we will be having 8 presentations. Each presenter will be given 10 minutes for presentation, followed by 2 minutes for question and answer. So I will give a gentle reminder at the 9 minute mark just to help everyone keep up with the time. Also, a small request to all the participants, please stay connected with us till the closing remarks. We will promise the session will be worth it. So, if you have any queries or updates, feel free to drop them in the chat box anytime. Me and my co host will assist you regarding it. So, before we begin with the session, I would like to introduce everybody to our esteemed session chairs. So, first we have with us Dr. Anil Pisse, who is a senior data scientist at X Indian, a pure AI focused company based in Johannesburg, South Africa, where he works on building next generation AI products. His technical expertise spans deep learning, predictive modeling, natural language processing, computer vision, with real world applications across insurance, retail, and manufacturing domains. So, Dr. Pisse has authored over 40 research papers and 10 book chapters, reflecting his strong contributions to both industry and academic research. So, welcome to the session, Pisse sir. Do you have some remarks for today's session?
Yeah. So, good morning, everyone. So, it's really my great pleasure to welcome you all to this technical session of the TIBS 2026. So, already about me, Yashita said. So, I'm working as a senior data scientist, and I'm honored to serve as the session chair for this session on behalf of the conference organizers and I would like to extend a warm welcome to all presenters, researchers, and academicians. Even if any industry professionals is here and participants joining us from different parts of the world. And yeah, I wish all presenters the best and look forward to insightful presentations and stimulating discussions. Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you so much for those words, Pisai sir. So next we have Dr. Sunil Kumar Jangir, who is a senior manager, projects and process at Visflux Private Limited, Jaipur, with expertise in project management and Scrum methodology. He drives innovative program development and strategic execution. His research contribution enrich both academic and professional communities, focusing on the applications of machine learning and deep learning in real world scenarios, network security, and routing protocols for ad hoc networks. So, would you like to say something, Sunil sir, for today's session?
Thank you, Ashita, for this warm introduction. And good morning, each one, those who are here for this session. And I wish all the best to all the presenter researcher present here and looking forward for it. All the best. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. Now, let's begin with our presentations for today. So, I would like to invite our first presenter, who is Randy Joy Ventayan. Are you present, sir, in the meeting?
Yes, good morning.
Good morning. He is here to present his paper titled as Advancing Internationalization in Higher Education Through Technology-Driven Solutions. So, you can start with the presentation, sir. I'll stop sharing my screen.
Okay, please
Yes.
allow me to
Yes.
share my screen, and I hope my screen is now audible. So today I will present our study entitled Advanced Internationalization in Higher Education Through Technology-Driven Innovations. This study is examine how AI, learning management system, virtual mobility platforms, cloud-based tools, and other digital innovations are reshaping international engagement in higher educations. And with me is Dr. Maria Cecilia Pangan, Dr. Hala, Dr. Mushni, Dr. Nakalaban, and Dr. Sandinao, and yours truly. The main argument of this study is how is the technology can expand global academic opportunities, but inclusion, equitable access, and human well-being must remain at the center of internationalization. And the outline of my presentation is following the IMRAD form. First, I will discuss the context and rationale of the study and explain the literature review methodology through PRISMA. And the third one is present the major findings. And finally, on the part of discussions and some recommendations and conclusion. So internationalization has traditionally focused on student mobility, faculty exchange, and transboundary or cross-boundary academic programs. And this approach remain valuable, but they often require considerable financial resources if we are doing this one as face-to-face, such as travel arrangement, institutional support, and physical access. Technology-driven internationalization has expanded its traditional model. We have virtual mobility, online learning, artificial intelligence, learning management system, cloud platform, digital collaboration tools, big data analytics, which now allows students, faculty members, and institutions to engage internationally without always traveling abroad. And as a result, internationalization is shifting from primarily mobility-centered model to connectivity-centered model. And this therefore examine how the data how technology-driven innovations advance internationalization through teaching and learning, virtual mobility, research exchange, and other activities that we are currently doing. The methods of this one is use a narrative and conventional literature review approach guided by the framework of Grant and Both. And together with the thematic analysis, the researchers examine Scopus Index publications related to technology-driven innovations, and there are only few studies, actually articles that identified. And after the screening, there are only 22 studies being included in the final thematic analysis. And the selected studies were examined, identified recurring applications, challenges, outcomes, and implications for higher education institution. So the review identified four major areas where technology-driven innovations support internationalization. The first is technology-enabled teaching and learning, which includes online degree programs, virtual classroom, blended learning, learning management system, massive open online courses, and AI-assisted personalization. And the second one is we have virtual mobility and global collaboration using COIL, virtual exchange, online internships, international webinars, and global academic project. And the third one is we have the research and knowledge exchange, which is supported by digital repositories, cloud platforms, AI-assisted data analytics, shared data sets, and international co-authorship, which is now many of us are doing. And the last one is the institutional governance and competitiveness, where technology support digital credentials, international admissions, data analytics, quality assurance, and global benchmarking. And the main finding of this that internationalization is expanding from simply going abroad to connecting globally from one home institution. It's because of pandemic. Most of the institution is already now doing this online and technology-driven international initiatives. And we have also global learning without borders. The findings show that technology has made international teaching and learning more flexible, Digital tools allow students to access international curricula, global learning resources, and cross-border academic activities remotely. And faculty members from different institutions can also work together to design courses, share materials, and conduct joint learning activities. Adaptive learning systems such as MOOCs, learning management system, and blended learning approaches can further personalize instruction and response to different academic and cultural needs. And virtual mobility also reduce financial and geographical barriers because through virtual exchange, COIL online internship, and international webinars, students can gain global exposure, intercultural competence, and international collaboration skills, even when physical travel is not available. And we have also knowledge exchange and competitiveness through also the strengthen the international research collaboration and institutional governance. We have digital repositories, provide shared access to academic literature, dataset, and research resources. We have also cloud collaboration, allow researchers from different countries to write, communicate, analyze information, and manage tech projects in real time. And we have also artificial intelligence, can assist with data analysis, visualization, simulation, and knowledge production. And at the institutional level is data analytics and support evidence-based decision making, internationalization planning, quality assurance, and performance monitoring. So together, this technology can improve research productivity, global visibility, digital quality assurance, institutional reputation, and international competitiveness. But there are some of the challenges. Despite the disadvantages, the benefits of technology-driven internationalization are not equally available to everyone. The first major concern is the digital divide, and students and institutions have an equal access to reliable internet. There are some still countries that having problems with internet connectivity and which cannot be accessed. They cannot still access a good internet connection despite of the advancement of technology. And the second one is infrastructure gaps and differences in institutional readiness can also prevent meaningful participation. Another concern is the policy lag, where regulations concerning international accreditation, academic recognition, data privacy, and global quality assurance may not develop as quickly as technology. And the study also emphasized the mental health and well-being, the digital fatigue, extended screen time, time zone differences, academic pressure, isolation, and continuous online connectivity may contribute to anxiety, stress, emotional exhaustion, and sometimes burnout. So therefore, sustainable internationalization is not only technological or strategic, it is also psychological, and it should be human-centered. And in the conclusion, technology-driven innovations have redefined internationalization in higher education, and they enabled virtual mobility and others. But however, successful internationalization requires more than adoption of digital tool. Higher education institutions should invest in digital infrastructure and capacity building, integrate internationalization into academic and technology policies, and train faculty members in both digital and intercultural competences. And as a final takeaway, internationalization must be both digitally smart and it should be deeply humane. So thank you very much for listening.
Any of the
Okay,
session
first of
chairs
all,
have
congratulations for
questions?
this,
Yes, yes.
your research.
Thank you very much.
And there is only one question from my side, that how can an institution balance the global digital collaboration with preserving local academia and cultural identity? What do you think?
For me, there is really a challenge maintaining the cultural identity of certain institution if it is conducted online, because there are a lot of limitations, such as of course you cannot eat the food in other country while you are at home, and the culture can only be seen in the screen, which might be there might be a challenge that you can learn about their culture. So this is really a challenge for me. And as of the moment, for me, face to face is still one of the best way to earn or to gain more knowledge about our international partners. But there are some advantage of having an remotely working, such as research collaboration. Then I think there's no problem with research collaboration.
Are you working as a visiting faculty in any other universities other than Malaysia?
Yes,
Do you
actually,
have any experience?
yes, I'm visiting. I'm also a visiting faculty in Indonesia and also in Malaysia. I'm a research fellow in Malaysia and visiting lecturer in Indonesia, but I am from Philippines.
Good to hear. All the best. Anil sir.
Yeah, yeah. First of all, congratulations for this really nice topic. Okay. So only one question I also have. So on your slide number 3, from mobility to connectivity. Okay. So my question is, in shifting from physical mobility to virtual connectivity, what risks might arise in terms of academic quality and intercultural competence?
Uh, would you like to answer based on my personal experience, sir? When it
Yeah, yeah,
comes
please.
when it
Mm.
comes to academic integrity, doing it physically and in virtual, because of the advancement of technology as of the moment, I didn't see any difference. Actually,
Okay.
it's better sometimes if we do it virtually. The only problem is the cultural exchange. But when it comes to collaboration, when it comes to teaching and learning, there's a lot of tools. Even you are in physical, you in physical mode, you still use technology. So for me, as of the moment, due to the advancement of technology, because of the COVID-19 pandemic, uh, teaching and learning process doesn't have any difference with face-to-face and online.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Great.
Just a matter of
Thank you. Yeah, yeah. So I know about it. So a joint AI ethics course between universities in India and Germany using virtual reality for cultural simulations. I was the part of that 2 years ago. Yeah.
yeah.
Thank you. Mm.
Thank you.
Mm.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much for your presentation, sir. So, our next presenter, one sec. Um, Okay, so up next we have Kumar Shashwat. Are you there in the meeting? Let me check once. Or any of the co-authors is present?
Hello.
Yes.
Yes, am I audible?
Yes, okay. So we have
Okay.
Gaurav Gupta to present a paper titled as Assessing Statistical and Machine Learning Models for Dengue Incidence Forecasting in Chandigarh, India. So yes, you can go ahead with sharing the screen and start.
I'm sharing my PPT.
Yes.
Just give me 1 minute. Is it visible?
Yes, you can share the PPT.
Okay, okay,
Yes.
okay, okay. I'm sharing.
Can you please do it in the PowerPoint or something like the presentation mode? Or you
No,
can
yes,
just
I'm doing it in presentation mode. Don't worry.
okay, yes. Sure.
Okay. Is it visible now?
Yes, yes, you can start.
Okay, okay. Good morning, everyone. I am Gaurav Gupta from the Department of Computer Science and Engineering from National Institute of Technology, Delhi. And Dr. Saswat is my guide from Manipal University, Jaipur, and he is busy in other meeting, so he is not presenting this. So I am going to present this. So today I will present our work titled as Assessing Statistical and Machine Learning Models for Dengue Incidence Forecasting in Chandigarh, India. Dengue basically remains the one of the fastest growing vector-borne disease worldwide, and also it poses significant challenges to public health system. So in this work, we have compared the traditional statistical models with the machine learning methods to determine which model is most suitable for dengue forecasting and surveillance. So our outlines will be like this. So first, I will briefly discuss the introduction and motivation behind our study, and then I will explain our study area and dataset characteristics, and then methodology, and then results. Okay, so let's come to the dengue part. So the dengue fever is basically a mosquito-borne viral disease, as we all know. This is transmitted primarily by a mosquito. So globally, dengue affects the millions of people every year, and its burden is like increasing because of urbanization, climate change, population growth, and also human mobility, increasing human mobility. So in India, dengue outbreaks occurs regularly, particularly during monsoon and post-monsoon periods, as we all know. So since there is no universal effective treatment strategy for that, so for the early prevention as well, so it remains the most effective control measures. So this makes like forecasting extremely important because it allows public health agencies to anticipate outbreaks before they occur actually. Okay, so therefore, like our study focuses on identifying the forecasting models that can accurately predict dengue incidence while remaining useful for decision making as well. So the primary objective, so this is the objective slide basically. So the primary objective of our study is to like identify most suitable forecasting model for dengue incidence. So to achieve this objective, we analyzed 7 years of total data of dengue surveillance from 2013 to 2019, and we compared like multiple statistical model and machine learning models forecasting approaches for that. So sorry, guys. Yes. And then like the models were evaluated using sub performance metrics like MAE, mean absolute error, mean absolute percentage error, and MASE. So finally we investigated and important like there is a question arise like should public health agencies prioritize high accurate model or more interpretive models? So our study attempts to balance both of these. So this is our study area basically. So study area is Chandigarh in northern India, and latitude and longitude is like this. And so Chandigarh actually experiences humid subtropical climate with three major seasons like summer, monsoon, and winter. So dengue transmission in Chandigarh typically peaks between July and November, like during the monsoon and post-monsoon season. So the climate conditions during these periods create a favorable environment for mosquito breeding and their transmission. So we use this data in the study was obtained from the IDSP, that is Government of India program, like Integrated Disease Surveillance Program. So we collected data from there. So using local surveillance data, because dengue transmission dynamics vary significantly across different regions. So that's why this is region specific data set. So this is our data set characteristics. Like the original data set consists of weekly dengue cases surveillance from January 2013 to December 2019. So there were this produced a like univariate time series containing 84 observations. And before doing like any model training, we quality check of the data, so no missing values were detected in there. So data set for 2013 to 2018 was used for training, and for 2019 it was used for testing. So this is like a workflow method that how we did process the data. So this is the share. There are six major stages of there. First, dengue surveillance data was collected and then we did some pre-processing and exploratory data analysis of this data. And then third, we feature engineering applied to create lag based predictor for machine learning models. Like we used 2 month lag period actually. So fourth, the model performance was evaluated using multiple forecasting metrics, and finally the forecasting approach were compared to identify the most suitable model. So let's take a look of how we analyze the data. This monthly dengue case counts were converted into a structured time series, and then we performed some seasonal decomposition to separate trend, seasonal, and residual components. Then we autocorrect function or ACF and partial autocorrect function was also analyzed and conducted. The analysis revealed a like strong annual pattern that is like during monsoon and post monsoon season. And uh, one particular important observation was the presence of a clear 12-month season cycle actually. So it mhm. Yeah, so this suggested that the forecasting models capable of explicitly modeling seasonality would likely perform better. That's be considered before the study. Okay, so these are some forecasting models that we use. So these ARIMA, SARIMA, exponential smoothing, and autoreg. Actually, these are the two categories of models that we use. First is statistical model, and then other one is machine learning models. And for machine learning, we used linear regression, descent regression, and random forest regression. Actually, this combinations like allow us to compare the interpretable models against data-driven predictive approaches. And then feature engineering were also was also attempted on this. So machine learning model cannot directly process the sequential time series data. So therefore we transformed the forecasting problem into a supervised learning task using lag features, and we
Gaurav,
used a
just a quick reminder that you have to
yes.
wrap up within 1 to 2 minutes.
Okay, okay. So
Yes.
the lag, okay, okay. Thank you. Thank you for reminding. So the lag feature was used for the 2 month lag period was used, and this strategy enables machine learning algorithms to learn the temporal and seasonal relationships. Okay, and then we use some evaluation metrics like MAE, RMSE, MAPE, MASE, that is well-known metrics for the machine learning and forecasting models. But there were two different model selection criteria: AIC and VIC were also used for the they measure basically model quality while accounting for the complexity. So we use these two as well. And the temporal pattern of dengue cases, this analysis clearly demonstrate the seasonal nature of dengue transmission, and annual outbreak occur consistently throughout the study period. That's And these are the seasonal decomposition finding. These provides the additional evidence of strong seasonality. So trend component remains relatively stable across the study period, and these observations strongly support the use of seasonality aware forecasting models such as SARIMA and exponential smoothing. So, and these are the results and the comparison final rates that we achieved through all these models. So the among statistical model, Sarima achieved the best overall performance. Basically, its ability to explicitly model annual season patterns and resulted in lower forecasting error than other models like ARIMA and ETS. And among the machine learning approaches, linear regression, decision tree, and random forest.
Gaurav, you are not audible. Can you check your internet connection, please? Okay. I think we should begin with our next presentation until then. And Gaurav will join again. Okay, so up next we have Made Made Rati Nurmalasari. Are you present in the meeting?
Yes, I'm in.
Yes.
Am I audible?
Okay. Yes, you are audible. So you can start presenting.
Okay, I will share my screen first.
Yes, yes. Gaurav, we will wrap up with this presentation and then you can summarize your presentation, please.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes,
Sorry for the
you can,
distraction.
that's fine. You can go ahead. You can start presenting, Nurmala, sorry.
Okay, is it my presentation visible already?
Yeah, yes, it is.
Okay, so good morning, distinguished chairpersons, the respected scholars, and all the fellow participants in this room. My name is Maderati Nurmalasari from Undiknas University, a private university in Bali, Indonesia. And today I'm pleased to present our study entitled Driving Sustainable Firm Value Through Green Banking Disclosure, the Role of Audit Committee. This research examines whether green banking disclosure contributes to sustainable firm value and whether the audit committee strengthen this relationship within the Indonesian banking sectors. In recent years, sustainability and ESG, or environmental, social, and also governance consideration, has become increasingly important in the banking industry. Stakeholders no longer evaluate banks solely based on financial performance. They expect a bank to demonstrate environmental sustainability and also sustainable business practices. And one way banks communicate their commitment to sustainability is through what we call as green banking disclosure. However, despite the growing importance of sustainability reporting, empirical evidence regarding its impact on the firm value remains mixed, particularly in developing countries such as Indonesia. And furthermore, limited studies have examined the moderating roles of audit committees in this relationship. Therefore, this research seeks to address this gap. Based on the identified research gap for this study, we propose two hypotheses.
Nurmala, sorry, are you moving your slides because
because it's not moving. I moved my slide, but it's not moving, I think. So let me check first. Okay. I will try to fix it. Please wait a moment.
If possible, you can just put your presentation in the sliding mode, like PPT presentation mode. So it is not in the presentation mode right now. So could you please take it by
I
out your
see.
hand?
Okay.
You know, it is the option just above the veranda, like we are just seeing it, a file veranda. So you can just play it once so that we can just check it out that your PPT is moving or not.
Okay, wait a moment. I think I need to check my share setting. I will share it. I will stop sharing it first and then I will try to share it again.
Sure, sure, sure.
Okay, what about now?
yes, yes,
Okay.
yes, it is moving now. So you can continue from where you left.
Okay. So this is my last slide. I'm talking about the hypothesis. So the first hypothesis states that the green banking disclosure has a positive effect on sustainable firm value. And the second hypothesis proposes that the audit committee strengthens the relationship between green banking disclosure and sustainable firm value. And we expect this sustainability disclosure become more credible and valuable when supported by the effective governance mechanism, which is one of it is the audit committees. Right, this study is based on two important theories. The first one is agency theory, which is it explained that the corporate governance mechanism help to reduce information asymmetry between managers and also the stakeholder. And the second one is the signaling theory. It suggests that the companies can send positive signals to investors through transparent disclosure. In this context, the green banking disclosure serves as the signal of environmental responsibility, while the audit committee enhance the credibility of that signal. So together, these theories provide a strong foundation for explaining how sustainability disclosure can increase the firm value. This study focused on banking companies listed in Indonesia Stock Exchange. The observation period covers 3 years from 2021 and 2023. Using purposive sampling, we obtained a sample of 38 banks that meet the research criteria. So we used research criteria, and data were collected from annual reports and sustainability reports. And to test the hypothesis, we employ the multiple regression analysis and also the moderated regression analysis using SPSS version 2025. So for the variable, the green banking disclosure was measured using 16 disclosure indicator covering environmental management, green financing, digital banking initiative, environmental risk assessment, and sustainability reporting. While for the firm value, we measure using Tobin's key because it reflects the market perception of a company's future prospect, internal and also external. And then the audit committee variable was measured based on the number of audit committee members. An interaction term between green banking disclosure and audit committees was created to test the moderating effect. Before testing the hypothesis, we evaluate the overall model fit. The regression results show an R value of 0.619 and adjusted R square of 0.389. This means that approximately 38.9% of the variation in sustainable firm value can be explained by the variables included in the model. Additionally, the F statistic is 8.7 with a significant level below 0.001, indicating that the model is statistically significant and also suitable for hypothesis testing. So here is the finding. The findings support both proposed hypotheses. The first one, the green banking disclosure has a positive and significant effect on sustainable firm value with a T value of 3.948 and a significant level below 0.001. This result indicates that banks provide more comprehensive sustainability disclosure tend to achieve higher firm value. And the second hypothesis, the interaction effect between green banking disclosure and the audit committee is also positive and significant. It means that it can strengthen the relationship with a T value of 5.067 and a significant level below 0.001. This confirmed that the audit committee strengthened the positive impact of green banking disclosure on sustainable firm value. So the results suggest that the investor respond positively to transparent environmental information, which is higher green banking disclosure will reduce the information asymmetry and send positive signals regarding a bank's long-term sustainability commitment. The finding also consistent with the signaling theory, which argues that high-quality disclosure influence the investor perception and also the decision making. And then the audit committee enhanced the credibility of sustainable disclosure through effective monitoring and also oversight. So as the result, sustainability initiative create a greater value when supported by strong government mechanism, which is audit committee. The implication, the study provides several important implications. First, for banks, green banking disclosure should be viewed not only as a compliance requirement, but also as a strategic tools for enhancing firm value. For audit committees, active oversight is essential to ensure the credibility and quality of sustainability reporting. For regulators, the finding highlight the importance of developing standardized disclosure guidelines and strengthening governance frameworks. So overall, better disclosure and government practice can contribute to long-term value creation in the banking sector. So the conclusion for this study is that this study demonstrates that green banking disclosure significantly increase the sustainable firm value. Bank with higher level of sustainability disclosure tend to achieve better market valuation. This finding also revealed that the audit committee plays a significant moderating role by strengthening the positive relationship between green banking disclosure and also the firm value. Therefore, the sustainability value creation is achieved not only through transparency, but also through effective corporate governance. And as stated in this quote, this is my last slide already, sustainability creates value, but governance make that value credible. So this quote actually summarizes the central finding of our study. I do appreciate your time and I look forward for your valuable feedback. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for your presentation. I have one query about the agency and signaling. Your slide number 3, I think. Okay. So, how do this agency and signaling theories complement each other in explaining the link between sustainability, disclosure, and firm value?
Okay, thank you for the question. So basically, these two theory is actually related to each other, especially for my research, because the agency theory explained the corporate governance mechanism, which is one of them is the audit committee. That will reduce information asymmetry between managers, between the internal person and also the stakeholder, the external person. Then signaling theory will suggest the companies that can send positive signal to the investor, which is they are the outsider, they are the external person through transparent disclosure. So in this context, especially in my research, green banking disclosure serve as a signal for environmental responsibility, while the audit committee, which is one of the corporate governance, the good corporate governance structure, one of them is the audit committee, will enhance the credibility of that positive signal. So together, this theory will provide a strong foundation for explaining how sustainability disclosure can increase the firm value in long term, because we're talking about sustainability and here we're talking about in a long term. Yeah, that's all, sir.
Okay, so given the strong statistical significance, how
Yeah.
can firms ensure that the positive relationship between green banking disclosure and firm value translates into real world impact?
Yeah, okay. Basically, because I'm just talking about audit committee because I'm trying to only focus on audit committee. So I'm pretty sure there will be some limitation in my study, of course. But audit committee is important in sustainable reporting because the audit committee plays a very critical role compared to other in overseeing disclosure quality and corporate transparency, especially the disclosure of green banking. So when the sustainability information is monitored by an effective audit committee, stakeholders are more likely to perceive the disclosure as a credible and reliable. So the audit committee enhance the effectiveness of sustainability reporting and create firm value, which is firm value is the main goal for every company, especially in banking sector.
Yeah,
Yes,
I'm
sir.
also working in banking sector for one
Okay.
project. Yeah,
Right.
so you mean firms should integrate the sustainability metrics into performance evaluation and investment decisions, not just reporting the frameworks. Am I correct?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
and
correct. I do agree.
audit committees can monitor the implementation fidelity.
Yeah, sure. Sure. Based on my research, based on my research, because I'm not working bank, but I use a bank as my object. So yeah.
Okay, okay, thank you. Best of
Thank
luck.
you.
Thank you so much for your presentation. Sunil sir, do you have any questions or we should move forward?
Yes, we can move because Dr.
Okay,
Anil has covered all the aspects.
All right, thank you.
sure. So for our next presentation, we have with us Made Ermavan Yoga Antara. Sir, are you present in the meeting?
Yes, I'm in.
Yes. So you can start your presentation. Sir, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Yeah.
Have you seen the slide?
Yes.
Is it
Yes, it is
visible?
visible.
Okay. Okay, good morning, everyone. My name is Made Ermawan Yoga Antara. I'm from Bali, Indonesia, and I work as a lecturer at Faculty of Economic and Business, Undiknas University, Denpasar. My study entitled Driving Sustainable MSMEs Through Digital Innovation and Entrepreneurial Mindset. Okay, first research background, problem overview. Micro, small, and medium enterprises, MSMEs, are a key pillar of the Indonesian economy, contributing approximately 61% to national GDP and are the largest employer. In Bali, craft MSMEs have a strategic role in supporting the regional economy, the tourism sector, and preserving local culture through woven products, weaving, silver crafts, and other culture-based products. However, the majority of MSME actors are still in the micro category, which is about 92%. The phenomenon underlying the research, digital transformation has changed business patterns, consumer behavior, and market competition, so that MSMEs are required to adapt through the use of digital technology. On the other hand, demands for sustainable business practices are increasing. Many craft MSMEs still face limitation in adopting digital technology and developing a mindset to face these changes. Urgency of research. An understanding is needed of how digital innovation and an entrepreneurial mindset can drive the economic, social, and environmental sustainability of MSMEs. The research results are expected to be the basis for developing strategies for Balinese craft MSMEs to be more adaptive, competitive, and sustainable in the digital era. This research is important to support the transformation of MSMEs as drivers of regional economic growth as well as preserves of local cultural values. Research gap, limitation of previous research. Previous research has demonstrated the importance of entrepreneurial mindset, digital innovation, human capital, and leadership in improving the performance and sustainability of MSMEs. However, most studies have examined the influence of these variables separately and have not integrated them into comprehensive model to explain MSMEs.
Mad.
Previous,
Sorry to
yes.
disturb you. Don't only read. Just tell us the important points and explain little bit, because you just reading word to word. It is not expected in international conference. Please,
Okay. I'm
yeah.
sorry. Yeah.
Just explain point wise.
Yes. Okay. The research gap. This research gap. I take this study because most study have examined the influence of the variables separately, not integrated into a comprehensive model to explain micro, small, medium enterprise sustainability. And then the problem formulation, a research question from the first one, does entrepreneur mindset influence entrepreneur resilience in craft MS in Bali? And then until the seventh question, does entrepreneur resilience mediate the relationship between digital innovation and sustainable MSMEs? And then the research purposes, this research intended to analyze the influence of entrepreneur mindset and digital innovation on entrepreneur resilience. And second, analyzing the influence of entrepreneur mindset, digital innovation, and entrepreneur resilience on sustainable MSMEs, and testing the mediating role of entrepreneur resilience in the relationship between entrepreneur mindset and digital innovation towards sustainable MSMEs. Okay, and then for grand theory, in this study using dynamic capability theory by TIBS et al. 1997. And the research variable is entrepreneurial mindset, digital innovation, entrepreneurialism, and entrepreneurial resilience and sustainable MSMEs. This is the research framework. There are 4 variables: entrepreneurial mindset and digital innovation as independent variable, and sustainable MSMEs as dependent variable, and mediating variable is entrepreneurial resilience. And the research hypothesis 1, entrepreneurial mindset has a positive and significant influence on sustainable MSMEs. Entrepreneurial mindset has a positive and significant influence on entrepreneurial resilience. Hypothesis 3, digital innovation has a positive and significant influence on sustainable MSMEs. Hypothesis 4, digital innovation has a positive and significant influence on entrepreneurial resilience. Hypothesis 5, entrepreneurial resilience has a positive and significant effect on sustainable MSMEs. And also, the indirect influence from hypothesis 6 is entrepreneurial resilience mediates the influence of entrepreneurial mindset on sustainable MSMEs, and hypothesis 7, entrepreneurial resilience mediates the influence of digital innovation on sustainable MSMEs. The research method, this research using a quantitative approach, and the location is in Bali province, which consists 8 districts and 1 capital city. The research object is creative economy MSMEs in the craft subsector. And then the population is 3,745 MSMEs in the craft subsector in Bali province. And using the proportional sampling technique, this research found 361 respondents. For data analysis technique, using structural equation modeling partial squares with smart PLS software. The analysis stage consists 3. The first one is evaluation of measurement model, outer model, the validity, and reliability. And then second one, structural model evaluation, inner model, and hypothesis testing. The hypothesis is declared significant if the statistic is greater than 1.96 and p-value is less than 0.05. The result. The measurement model, outer model, all indicators meet the convergent validity because the loading factor is greater than 0.70 and also significant. The p-value is less than 0.05. And all construct also meet discriminant validity because the Fornell-Lecker criteria and HT-MT ratio is less than 0.90. So all constructs are declared reliable after the Kronstadt alpha and composite reliability is greater than 0.70. And then we move to structural model, inner model. The R-square for entrepreneurial resilience is 0.571 in moderate category, which means entrepreneurial mindset and digital innovation can explain 57.1% the entrepreneur resilient variable. And for sustainable MSMEs, the R-square is 0.451, also in moderate category, which means that entrepreneur mindset, digital innovation, and entrepreneur resilience can explain 45.1% of sustainable MSMEs. And the hypothesis from hypothesis 1 to the hypothesis 7 all declared significant. Discussion, entrepreneur mindset has shown to increase sustainable MSMEs and entrepreneur resilience, indicating that an innovative, proactive, and risk-taking mindset helps craft MSMEs adapt to market changes while maintaining business sustainability. And digital innovation has a positive effect on sustainable MSMEs and entrepreneur resilience, indicating that the use of digital technology strengthens competitiveness, operational efficiency, and the ability of MSMEs to face uncertain business environment. And entrepreneur resilience plays an important role in improving the sustainability of MSMEs because it enables business actors to survive, adapt, and thrive amidst ever-changing business dynamics. And also the mediation results show that entrepreneur resilience as mediator is an important mechanism that translates the benefit of entrepreneurial mindset and digital innovation into long-term business sustainability.
Rimawan, just a quick reminder to you, you have 1 minute left with you. You have to wrap up within
Yes,
that.
thank you for reminding. Okay, research contribution. The theoretical contribution from the study is, the first one is expanding the application of dynamic capability theory in explaining the sustainability of MSMEs through the integration of entrepreneurial mindset, digital innovation, entrepreneurial resilience, and sustainable MSMEs. Also providing empirical evidence that entrepreneurial resilience acts as a partial mediator connecting entrepreneurial mindset and digital innovation with the sustainability of MSMEs, and enriching the literature in the field of entrepreneurship and digital transformation, especially in the context of local culture-based creative economy MSMEs. This research also contribute practical contribution. The first one is providing a foundation for MSMEs to improve business sustainability through strengthening entrepreneurial mindset, digital transformation as business resilience. Second one, to be a reference for the government and MSME support institution in designing more integrated capacity development programs and also offering a more adaptive, innovative, and sustainable craft MSME development model in facing changes in the business environment. Research implication for MSMEs, the first one is optimizing the adoption of digital technology in marketing, production, customer service, and business management. Also develop an entrepreneurial mindset that is innovative, proactive, and adaptive to market changes, and making entrepreneurial resilience a core capability to face business crises and uncertainties. The implication for government and industry association. First, strengthening MSME digitalization programs through training, mentoring, and technology access. Second, developing programs to increase entrepreneurial capacity and business resilience based on the needs of local MSMEs, and building a collaborative ecosystem between government, academia, industry, and the MSME community. Conclusion. Entrepreneurial mindset and digital innovation has been proven to have a positive and significant impact on entrepreneurial resilience and sustainable MSME. Entrepreneurial resilience also has a positive impact on sustainable MSMEs. Entrepreneurial resilience proven to partially mediate the relationship between entrepreneurial mindset and digital innovation towards sustainable MSME. Digital innovation is the strongest factor in increasing entrepreneurial resilience, while entrepreneurial mindset has the greatest direct influence on sustainable MSME.
I think time is over. Time is over.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Thank you.
yeah.
Attention.
First of all, please try to prepare. If we are presenting in an international forum, you should prepare. Okay, don't read only.
Okay.
And yeah, so
Thank
you
you.
saying
Thank
the
you for
practical
the
implications.
suggestion.
Okay, I have questions about the practical implications also. So tell me first of all about the research. Okay, so how can the mediating role of the entrepreneurial resilience be empirically validated in the relationship between innovation and sustainability? See, it means that you're not prepared.
Yes, because entrepreneurial resilience plays an important role in improving the sustainability of MSMEs because it enables business actors to survive, adapt, and thrive amidst ever-changing business dynamics.
Is it the answer?
Yes, sir.
So you know about SEM. It means structural equation modeling or path analysis.
Yes.
Okay, it
Structural
is important
modeling
part of
or analysis.
your article. It is your article, not my
Yes.
article.
Yes, I'm using approach
Yeah, and
SEM-PLS
about leave it, leave
to
it, leave it.
analyze.
I know you don't understand it. Okay. So next question, what
Yes.
practical implications can be drawn from the proposed your proposed model for MSME development programs? You have mentioned in one slide about the practical implications. Okay, tell me.
Yes. This is the practical implication, yeah. For government and industry association, by strengthening MSME digitalization program through training, mentoring, and technology access.
Okay. Okay, leave it.
Okay.
Next one.
Okay. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, best of luck.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. So let's move on to our next presentation. So our next presenter is Elwan Budiongan. Are you there in the meeting, sir?
Hello, greetings.
Yes, so
Um,
he is here to present his paper titled as Evaluating Online Tourist Feedback Through Sentiment and Topic Analysis Using Natural Language Processing, a case study of the Chocolate Hills, Carmen, Bohol, and Philippines. So you can start presenting. I request all the authors to please complete their presentations in the given time and please do not read the lines from the PPT as said by Anil sir. So you can start.
is my screen visible now?
Yes, it is visible. You can start.
Okay, thank you. So, uh, what should okay, greetings everyone. So my name is Elvan Ibadugan, and I am presenting on behalf of my co-authors, Lord Francis Navarro, Darren Aparicio Douglas, and CJ Questel J. Naive from Carmen Municipal College, and Darrell Cardana and Max Angelo Perez from Bohol Island State University. We are presenting today at TIBS 2026 University, and our paper is titled Evaluating Online Search Feedback to Sentiment and Topic Analysis Using Natural Language Processing, a case study of the Triple Hills, Carmen Bohol, Philippines. So this is Triple Hills of Carmen Bohol here in the Philippines. It is a formation of over
L1, your
1,000.
presentation is not visible. Your desktop is visible, I think. Can you reshare, please? Yes, now it is
Okay,
visible. Yes, it was no.
wait. How about this, ma'am? Is my
Your
screen visible?
desktop is visible. The presentation is not visible.
I'm sorry. Please start. Okay, to stop here. Um, um, how about this, ma'am?
No,
Is it
still
visible?
the desktop is visible. Uh, you solve the glitch and then we can continue yours till then I can take the next presentation.
Well, pardon?
Resolve the issue and we can after the other presentations.
Okay, ma'am. I will try to resolve this
Yes,
issue.
resolve it. Yes, sure. Okay, so up next we are having Sarvesha Nakharekar. Are you there in the meeting, Sarvesha?
Yes, I'm there. My partner, my co-author would like to present the
Okay, sure.
presentation.
So she is here to present her paper titled
Yes,
as
yes, she's
From
there.
Detection to Prediction, a Machine Learning Framework for Cyber Threat Intelligence and Forensics. So yes, you can start presenting.
Sarvesa, can you just tell me the name of the author which is going to present the paper?
Siddhi.
So,
Okay.
Siddhi Kunda.
I'm yes.
Okay, noted, noted. Thank you.
Yes, you can start, Siddhi.
Yes. Okay, so good afternoon, everyone. I am Siddhi Kunda, a first year student at Atlas Skilltech University. On behalf of my co-author Sarvesha Nakrekar and our guide Dr. Suman Madan, I am pleased to present a research paper titled From Detection to Prediction, a Machine Learning Framework for Cyber Threat Intelligence and Forensics.
Siddhi, sorry to interrupt, but your presentation is not visible.
Not visible.
Only the screen is sharing and the meeting is visible.
Is it now?
No, the still the meeting is visible. You have to click on the presentation and then share screen. The presentation browser from the options you get. Yes, now it is visible. You can
Okay.
put it on the presentation mode and start.
Good
Yes,
afternoon,
sure.
everyone. I'm Siddhi Kunda, a first year student at Atlas Skilltech University. On behalf of my co-author Sarvesha Nakrekar and our guide Dr. Suman Madan, I'm pleased to present our research paper titled From Detection to Prediction, a Machine Learning Framework for Cyber Threat Intelligence and Forensics. This presentation covers the abstract, introduction, literature review, research gap, and proposed methodology, results, and discussion, comparative analysis, conclusion, future work, and references. Cyber attacks are increasing rapidly, while traditional security systems often fail to detect advanced and zero-day attacks. Manual forensic investigations are also time-consuming and difficult to scale. The object of our study is to integrate cyber threat intelligence, digital forensics, and risk management into a unified machine learning framework. We compared three supervised machine learning algorithms: logistic regression, decision tree, and random forest, using a benchmark intrusion detection datasets. Our findings show that random forests achieve the best performance with an accuracy of 94.8%, precision of 91.6%, and ROC and AUC of 0.93. The study concludes that machine learning can significantly strengthen cybersecurity by enabling proactive threat decisions, faster investigations, and intelligent assessment. Modern organizations face cyber threats such as malware phishing and ransomware and network intrusion. Traditional signature based security tools are often unable to detect these new and sophisticated attacks. Another challenge is that cyber threat intelligence digital forensics, and risk management are usually treated as separate domains. This leads to fragmented security operations. Our research addresses this issue by proposing an integrated framework that combines these three areas using machine learning. The goal is to improve threat reduction, forensic analysis, and cybersecurity decision making. To understand the current state of research, we reviewed several studies related to machine learning, fairness, and decision making systems. Funch and colleagues highlighted how machine learning models can inherit uh, biases present in training data and emphasized ethical concerns in AI systems. Barkus and Celebst discussed the issues of fairness and discrimination in automated decision making and their legal implications. Maharbi and co-authors provided a comprehensive survey of different types of bias in machine learning and categorized their sources. These studies help us to understand challenges associated with developing a reliable and trustworthy AI system. Continuing the literature review, Balmy and Gebru demonstrated a racial and gender bias in facial recognition system through empirical analysis. Hardet and colleagues introduced fairness constraint in classification models and proposed the concept of equality of opportunity. Suresh and Gutta identified multiple sources of biases through machine learning lifecycle. Overall, the literature emphasizes the importance of fairness, transparency, explainability, and responsible AI practices when applying machine learning to cybersecurity. Based on these literature review, we identified four major research gaps. The first is the integration gap, where cyber threat intelligence, digital forensics, and risk management are generally studied separately, resulting in fragmented security operations. Second is the explainability gap. Many machine learning models act as black boxes, making it difficult for the security analysis to understand and justify their decision. The third is the performance evaluation gap. Because different studies use different data sets and evaluation matrices, making comparisons inconsistent. Finally, there is real world development gap, which includes challenges such as data imbalance, adversarial attacks, and real time implementation constraints. These gaps motivated us to develop a more integrated and practical framework. So our proposed methodology is integrates cyber threat intelligence, digital forensics, risk management with a machine learning framework. So the first, cybersecurity data is collected from benchmark intrusion detection data sets such as NSNKDD, CIC, IDS 2017, and UNSWNB15. The data is then processed through cleaning, normalization, and feature selection to improve quality consistent. Next, three machine learning algorithms like logistic, regression, decision tree, and random forest are trained and evaluated. Their performance is measured using accuracy, precision, recall, F1 score, and ROC AUC. The final output supports the intelligent threat detection, forensic investigation, and risk assessment, enabling proactive cybersecurity decision making. The results indicate that the machine learning significantly improves cyber threat detection and forensic investigation. Among the evaluated models, Random Forest demonstrated the strongest overall performance because of its assemble learning approach. It was able to identify complex attack patterns more effectively while reducing the risk of overfitting. The findings also show that machine learning can support intelligent risk prioritization and predictive cybersecurity analysis. Automated analysis reduces incident response time and helps organizations take proactive security measures. This demonstrates the practical value of machine learning in modern cybersecurity environments. The comparison evaluates logistic regression, decision tree, and random forest across the several criteria. Logistic regression is computationally efficient and highly interpretable, but is limited in handling complex patterns. Decision trees can model nonlinear relationships and are very easy to visualize and interpret. However, they may overfit when working with noisy data sets. Random forest combines multiple decision trees and provides better robustness and accuracy through assembled learning. Looking at the performance metrics, logistic regression achieved an accuracy of 82.5%, decision tree achieved an accuracy of 88.7%, and random forest delivered the best result with an accuracy of 94.8%, precision of 91.6%, and ROC AUSC of 0.93. Although it requires a great computational resources, its superior detection capability makes it most effective model among the three algorithms. To conclude, machine learning significantly enhances cyber threat intelligence, digital forensics, and cyber risk management by enabling intelligent and automated threat detection. Our comparative analysis demonstrates that while each algorithm has strengths, random forest provides the best overall performance. The integration of threat intelligence, forensic analysis, and risk management creates a more proactive cybersecurity framework. For future, we plan to develop an explainable AI cybersecurity framework using techniques such as chat and line. We also aim to explore advanced deep learning models, integrate real-time threat intelligence, and also improve robustness against adversarial attacks. These advancements can make cybersecurity system more transparent, scalable, and effective. So these are our references used in research, and thank you for your time and attention.
Yeah, first of all, really appreciate you are a first year student and you given very nice presentation. Okay. I have question about the proposed methodology. So can you tell me how does this integrating CTI, this cyber threat intelligence with digital forensic enhance the predictive capability of these ML models? You got the question?
Yes, so like how ML models are going to affect like these CTIs that are happening.
No,
So
how does
basically,
this
ML,
integrating these CTIs with the digital forensic enhance the predictive capability of ML models? For example, say combining the IOC, you know about the IOC indicators of compromise fits with the forensic
yeah.
timelines to predict the ransomware propagation paths. Just like this, I'm asking about CTI.
Okay, so cyber threat intelligence will help to collect the data in sets and then filter it and then clean it through it and then again make it appeared in the machine learning models and then effectively the machine learning models will help the data to be more like to identify the threat from who's it from where it has come actually and then how these three models will be able to detect these kind of threads that are coming and which are modernized, where these traditional systems can't do it, like the old systems that we have, and how machine learning will effectively change everything.
Okay, so their integration enables continuous learning from real incidents and improving the model's adaptability.
It
Am I
also
correct?
increases accuracy and false decision precision,
Okay, okay, great.
and also
And
identifying
yeah,
unknown
hmm.
attack patterns.
Okay, so tell me, how can this algorithm selection be optimized for different cybersecurity contexts, such as intrusion detection versus forensic analysis?
Like we feel in bank systems or in practical way in bank systems or in cloud store, these are very useful because somewhere people are lacking in that where cyber threats are being included. Like if there is a cyber risk, people are not able to detect it as fast as these ML models can do. So the old systems cannot detect it very easily. But these ML models are so fast, and the accuracy and the transmissibility, they're very scalable in a way. So it is very easy to detect them with ML models, I think.
Okay, so you said about the research gap. Okay, so in that, which of these gaps means integration, explainability, performance, or deployment poses the greatest challenge for real-world cybersecurity adoption?
From the research gaps, I think the real world would create a greatest challenge for people, because it is something which will people will face, like practically people will face it more.
Okay, okay, good. Yeah, thank you. Best of luck.
Thank you,
Mm,
sir.
yeah.
Sunil sir, do you have any questions for her?
Yes, only one question from my side. That I just want to know the challenges she faced during the maintaining the model accuracy against the evolution or previous unseen cyber threat. Have you faced any challenges?
Like challenges in a way that, of course, it is time consuming. So the big challenge is time, because people want, in today's world, people want the problem to be solved in minutes and seconds. Like the problem should be solved in a way where things can be, like, people want it to be done right now, right there. So, or to
But
know
not in
what has been
security
happening.
cases, no?
Also data imbalance and adversarial attack. Limited explainability are the challenges we faced.
Okay. Okay. All the best. And I really
Thank you,
appreciate
sir.
that first year student is presenting this. Good
Thank you,
luck.
sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Sarvesha and Siddhi, for presenting your amazing work. So, up next, we have with us MD Tanzid. Are you there in the meeting, Tanzid?
Yes,
I am audible.
Yes, L1, you'll have to wait for some time.
okay, thank you.
We will inform you. Okay, Tanzid, are you present?
Yes. My
Yes.
skin is visible.
Yes. So he is here with us to present his paper titled as IoT based smart contract framework for rice supply chain traceability, recall system, and consumer safety. So you can start presenting.
Well, welcome to my presentation and my research paper titled IoT based smart contract framework for rice supply chain traceability and recall system, consumer safety. And this paper is co-author myself and my colleague from Southeast University and Bangladesh University. This is the overview. We are discuss about the abstract introduction and so on. Lastly, conclusion and reference in there. Mainly our abstract, this is the core problem we are addressing is that the global rice supply chain. This rice supply chain are highly vulnerable to quality deteriorations and food fraud and expiration tracking issues and significant, especially significant risks for public health. That's why we are introduced this paper. And then introduction. We are basically see the rice is a staple food and constant to global food security. Yet its a supply chain suffers from the several information asymmetry and fraud. Like blockchain. In this year, we are introduced the blockchain based rice supply chain traceability, and this is the decentralization, and they fail the commercial application due to the massive transaction fees and other things. We are also using the sensor DTS22 and BME 280 is the IoT environmental sensor basically. And then we are see some literature review. this is basically during our literature review, we analyze the several existing work, and we are not find out the lot of work in this sector. So as this shown in the matrix, and like Farooq et al. Presented a consortium model, but there are some lack of automated recall and capabilities, and some others findings we are find out that we can introduce this is the continuous temperature humidity, and using the hyperledger consortium fabric like a private blockchain, not a public. And we are also introduced in there, this is the IPFS interplanetary file system. This is basically a storage system, and we are finding out the other literature review. There are not the exact which storage system are using, they are not identified. That's we are included there. And then methodology, this section we this is our architectural rice traceability system, the whole process. This is first thing we are there are slide illustrated to end-to-end architecture. This system flow tracks the product from the farmer end, raw materials, and through the rice mills, collectors, and GSN means such a global storage node. This all of step are monitoring the IoT sensor. Basically, we are how to ensure that this rice supply chain or rice is good for our health. So that's why we are using the IoT sensor. IoT sensor basically maintain the humidity and temperature, because when temperature is depend on the rice, how much time are they are better condition. So that's why we are this is the whole process of the architecture. And we are some implementation framework, we are not implementing the any full implementation, we are just our implementation some key factors, like we are the three distinct smart contract policies. We are create the some policies and logic. This logic is basically when a rice supply in the production or the consumer end, this rice supply chain is the time period basically is depend on the weather and temperature on their countries. So this is the basically we are some warning type, threshold limit created, like 90 when any rice supply chain date is expire almost 90% is done, then the system is automatically recall system say that you're already 90% date is expired, so immediate you can do it something. So and then when is the date is expire 100%, the system is automatically block this on this batch ID, batch ID wise this close this rice supply chain cell. And result and discussion, this is moving on our result and discussion. Performance expectation indicate the we are just using the some algorithm introduces like a raft based consortium, and then we are how to this project continue, but there are there are some limitation. That's why we are not the right now have no right our hand no result. This is our main limitation and future directions. And we must also acknowledge certain limitation, like currently our system not the properly architecture, just architecture and logically we are we are introduced there, and it is our proposal system, not we are including the whole work is done. And also there are some future work there, we are introduce the artificial AI or machine learning, so there are predictably storage and recall system are more convenient way and smoothing working. And then finally conclusions in this the study successfully introduced, and um, I think this is the secure and automated governance or the digital architecture food supply chain, and the hyperledger fabric and IPFS. This is the most secure system. So that's all. Thank you for everyone. have any question?
So how can this algorithm selection be optimized for different cybersecurity contexts, such as
Well,
in your no in your implications? See, your work is on it is just like a forecast engine. Am I correct?
yes, you can say.
Yeah. So on the forecast engine, if the threats are there, cybersecurity threats, then what are the solutions you have in your mind?
Well, it's a good question. In this
Mm.
in this
Because
system,
see, because
yes,
you have integration of blockchain and IoT. Am I
yes,
correct?
yes, yes, yes,
So how can this blockchain and IoT integration overcome the traditional transparency issues in global food supply chains? And if there is a cybersecurity threats are happened, especially for these perishable commodities like rice.
yes, yes. Well,
So what are the
firstly,
solutions? Yeah, yeah.
you know that this is a blockchain is the most secure path in around the world right now, and that's why I choose this. And I think public blockchain is the more than secure, but this is the private blockchain. This is the organized based. So we are some policy created in our system. Like for example, when farmer input their some raw materials. Just like that their weight and how many tons they are sent collect the customer. So on this time only authorized person they are input there. This is the first of all. And then others way you mentioned that the IoT when IoT they are captured a lot of information or storage, and so on this data when send the blockchain. So on this time is the fraud detect fraud can be happen. So on this time we are using the ESP32 sensor. This sensor basically connect the internet and internet to the blockchain. But we are using the another sensor is the MQTT. So this is the automatically the synchronize and hashes created when when IoT sensor data send the IPFS already create a hash generated like you know that SSH is 255 6 algorithm. So this algorithm is back in the working. So that's why I think it's um, really solve these issues.
So about the traceability, means what are the biggest challenges in implementing the blockchain based traceability across diverse supply chain stakeholders?
Yeah, it's a bigger challenges for the stakeholder. Basically, in this year, the farmer sector, there are no integrated the like the sensor and others instrument or materials. So that's why it's a positive sign. But on the other hand, there are main challenges. This is the experimental setup. Right now, we are can the afford this amount of cost. That's why we are not the experiment fully. So it's a biggest challenge for us.
Okay, so for example, this small scale rice farmers may lack digital infrastructure, you mean? So
Yeah,
requiring
yeah,
the consortium led platforms to bridge this technological gap.
yeah. It's definitely, but I think the farmer sector there are not the not important for there in the any cost because there are just a raw material producers, and when the collector and government notes are pick these materials on this time need the cost is needed. So they are I think affordable, but right now our challenge is the full implementation.
Okay, okay. Thank you. Yeah.
Okay,
Best of luck.
thank you.
Okay, Sunil sir, do you have any questions for him?
Yes, if he can explain the mechanism that are included to ensure data authenticity.
Sorry, could I repeat again question?
Could you please explain the mechanism that are included to ensure data authenticity?
Well, already I mentioned that like the system a main admin panel. So there are authorized which farmer are included this infrastructure there, and which producer and national storage system there are combined. So when they are input any data, so it's verify the admin panel. Also there are blockchain system is the the secure platform, and we are using the organization based system. So organization based, any organization are input their data, so it's a organization based, part by part working. That's why I think it's authenticate better.
Okay, thank you. We can call next.
Okay, thank you so much, Tanzit, for your presentation. So our next presenter is Aksh Modi to present his paper titled as Lightweight YOLO Version 8 Based Coral Bleaching Classification Outforms Vision Transformers for Real-Time Edge Deployment. So Aksh, are you present in the meeting? Okay, let me check once. Any of his co-authors is present to Okay, I think that nobody is there. So we can call L1 who was left with his presentation.
Okay. Greetings once
Yes.
again. Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible. You can start
Okay.
presenting and you can just summarize the part which you already did and continue with the presentation from where you left.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Yes.
May I clarify the presentation, page
Yes,
2?
it is visible. It is
Uh,
on the first
the,
page.
this is the chocolate hills, what I display.
Okay, yes, these are the boreholes, I think.
Okay, chocolate hills. So just
Yes, it is moving.
okay,
Correct.
okay.
Yes.
Thank you. Okay, so to summarize, I am Elvan Bibujungan and I am presenting on behalf of my co-authors, which is uh, from Carmen Municipal College and Bohol Island State University. So this is the Chocolate Hills of Carmen Bohol here in the Philippines. So it is a formation of over 1,776 nearly identical conical hills that turn chocolate brown during dry season. So declared a National Geological Monument in 1988 and listed on UNESCO's tentative heritage list. So tourists love it almost universally. They rate it 5 star on Google Maps. So our question was simple. So and we believe genuinely useful if everyone is already rating it 5 stars. Is there anything left for management to learn? So it turned out the answer is yes, and it is hiding on the text of those reviews. So here is the problem our study addresses, and it has 3 parts as you can see on this slide. So first, high ratings, high useful detail. So a tourist who gives 5 stars and writes the stairs nearly killed me is counted the same as the one who writes like absolutely perfect. So the number alone tells you very little. And second, over 4,000 Google Maps reviews exist for the Chocolate Hills. Far too many to read and analyze manually. So we needed a systematic computational approach. And the third was when we look at the existing literature, we found that while natural language processing based tourism analytics is well established internationally, there is almost no localized work on Philippine natural heritage sites. So no one had done this for the Chocolate Hills. The gap is exactly what our study feels. So to address the gap, our study had 3 clear objectives, which you can see listed here. So first, to segment sentiments from the reviews using sentiment analysis. So classifying feedbacks as positive, negative, or neutral. Second, to identify common themes in tourist experiences through topic modeling, specifically using latent Dirichlet allocation, or in short, LDA. So third, to translate those findings into concrete, data-driven recommendations for improving tourist services at the site. Everything in this presentation flows from these three objectives. So method. Let me walk you through how we conducted this study using the research procedure flowchart on this slide. Our methodology followed 4 stages. The first stage was data collection. We built a custom Python script using the Playwright library to script publicly available reviews from Google Maps, and all usernames were removed to protect privacy and comply with Google terms and services. The data was stored using MongoDB. That data then moved into second stage, the pre-processing, carried out using orange data mining. So this covered transformation, converting text to lowercase and removing URLs, followed by tokenization, filtering of stop words, and punctuation, and cleaning for missing values. We also wrote a custom script to remove emoji. From there, the preprocessed corpus feed into triple analysis, topic modeling using LDA, and sentiment analysis using Pager. Both outputs then came together in a final stage, so visualization and discussion, which is what you will see in our results. So in terms of data, as shown in this table, we collected a total of 4,059 Google Maps reviews for the Chocolate Hills. Of these, 2,011 contained usable textual content. The remaining 2,048 had star ratings only. So with no rating feedback, and since both sentiment analysis and topic modeling require text, we focus our NLP analysis on those 2011 reviews. In terms of rating distribution, the vast majority of reviews fell at 4 or 5 stars, confirming the Chocolate Hill's strong reputation. But again, the high rating alone does not tell the whole story. The text does, and that is what we analyze. This word cloud visualizes the most frequently used words across all 2011 reviews. So the larger the word, the more often it appeared. I want to draw your attention to two distinct clusters here. On one side, you have the emotional experimental words like beauty, worth, great, amazing, scenery, and breathtaking. This reflect depth appreciation for the destination. On the other side, you have the practical and logistical words like parking, stairs, climb, steps, shuttle, and crowded. This reflects the realities of the on-site experience. This duality, natural beauty on one hand, logistical challenges on the other, is the whole story of this study captured in a single image. Tourists love the chocolate fields, but the experience is shaped not just by what we see, but by what it takes to get there and get around. Going deeper than the word cloud, we applied latent Dirichlet allocation to identify the underlying themes across all reviews. LDA extracted 5 distinct topics, looking at the keyword groups on this slide. So topic number 1, like beauty, beautiful, landscape, scenery, really, views would quite great and special, and famous. This represents the aesthetic value of landscape. So tourists are primarily drawn to and moved by the natural scenery itself. Topic number
L1,
2.
a quick reminder, you have 2 minutes with you. You will have to wrap up within.
Okay. Topic number
Yes.
2. These words reflects the overall tourist experience. Topic number 3 reflects behavior, and topic number 4 reflects physical effort of the visit, and topic number 5, so it reflects the value for money. And so slide number so this is the sentiment positive graph. So you will notice the positive sentiment peak in 2021 at 0.41. Interestingly, the year with the fewest reviews, just 27, due to pandemic travel restriction. This is consistent with literature. So from 2022 onwards, a visitor number recovered and grew positive sentiment gradually softened And this is the sentiment negative. So negative sentiment started very low, just 0.023 in 2020. So, but here, and rose gradually reaching a peak of around 0.10 in 2024 before slightly settling in 2025. Conclusion. Moving to our conclusion, and I have split this across 3 slides to give each key point the space it deserves. So the first and most important finding is this: the Chocolate Hills continues to meet visitors' expectations even during periods of fluctuating tourist volumes such as COVID-19 pandemic. Despite the drop in visitors in 2021 and the surge in subsequent years, sentiment remained consistently positive. The destination is resilient. Tourists keep coming and tourists keep living satisfied. So this second conclusion is directed specifically at destination managers and local government stakeholders. Our results highlight 3 priorities: sustaining environmental quality, enhancing infrastructure, and managing crowd levels. So practically, this means promoting early morning visits and improving shuttle coordination to distribute visitor flow. Last conclusion, which is the third conclusion, points to where this research should go next. Future studies may expand this work in 3 directions. First, cross-platform review comparison, incorporating TripAdvisor like Facebook and other platforms alongside Google Maps. Second, real-time sentiment tracking, so that managers can monitor our tourist feedback continuously rather than retrospectively. And third, predictive modeling to anticipate visitor satisfaction trends before they become problems. We also acknowledge that multilingual analysis covering Tagalog or any other languages like Cebuano reviews is a priority since Vader is validated only for English and many Filipino tourists write in their native language. So that brings us to the end of the presentation. To summarize, the one idea we hope you take from this study, even a destination, that everyone rates 5-star hides actionable management insight in these text reviews. And NLP lets a small local research team surface them at scale. On behalf of our entire team from Carmen Municipal College and Bull Island State University, we sincerely thanks the TIBS 2026 organizers and everyone listening today. Thank you very much.
Okay. So how does a lack of this localized NLP models affect the accuracy of sentiment analysis in your Philippines tourism studies?
Excuse me, sir. Can you what specific context in the like sentiment analysis?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So, for
so
example, a review saying too hot to handle might be flagged negative by the generic model. Okay.
okay,
The,
so
ru- yeah. Yeah.
okay, thank you for that question. So actually, this is one of the key limitations we acknowledge in our study. So Vader was designed primarily for standard and English text, so it may not fully capture nuisance in Filipino languages or localized languages. So, like expressions, colloquialisms, or code switchings. However, since our dataset consisted of Google Maps reviews, which tend to be written in English, the impact was minimized. And that is would be the future study could explore sentiment tools trained on Filipino languages or Taglish text for more localized accuracy.
Okay. But what methodological advantages does combining this sentiment analysis with the topic modeling offer for tourism research in particular?
Uh, the advantages to that combining sentiment analysis and topic modeling works on both text. So since identifying those keywords, like for example, the beautiful scenery and other like what we call that about beautiful scenery, and here in our presentation is five uh five
LDA.
uh five themes. So we will know by combining it with the sentiments, so we will have the what we call that uh we can extract sentiments directly with these words, and with that words we can identify a insight that would help the management to enhance the further further services in Carmen Chocolate Hills, Bohol.
Okay, but this sentiment analysis might show positivity, while topic modeling reveals that the crowding is still a recurring concern in
Pardon,
this
sir.
case.
May I pardon?
Yeah. Say sentiment analysis might show the positivity. Okay, while topic modeling reveals that the crowding is still a recurring concern, because maybe say sentiment analysis quantifies the emotional tone. Am I correct? So
Yes,
while
yes.
topic modeling uncovers the recurring themes, and together they provide both quantitative and qualitative insights into the visitors experiences.
Okay. By combining the what we call the topic modeling, so it would give a meaningful groupings that align with the actual content of the reviews from the Google Maps, and by that we can by combining that with the sentiment, we can extract a meaningful insight with that. So the answer is
Yeah.
that it would produce meaningful groupings that align with the actual content of the reviews.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. That's it.
Okay,
Best of luck.
thank you very much.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
Good luck,
Sunil sir, do
Alvin.
you have? Yes.
No question from my side.
Okay, sure. So I would like to give a final call to Aksh Modi. Are you present in the meeting? Or any of his co-hosts is present? Okay, so I think this was the last presentation for today. So we have come to an end of this session. I sincerely thank all our authors for their excellent presentations and valuable contributions, and all the participants for being an important part of this international conference. I truly hope that this session was insightful, engaging, and inspiring for everyone. So, on behalf of the entire team, we thank you for your continued support, not just for this edition, but for all the previous editions of TIBS. We look forward to welcoming you again in the next version in 2027 as well. All presenters will receive their digital certificates through their emails within 2 working days, and the publication will be live within 7 to 8 months. So, we kindly request your cooperation with the TIBS 2026 team. I would also like to extend my sincere thanks to our session chairs, Dr. Anil Pise sir and Sunil Jhangir sir, for expertly chairing this session. Thank you so much, both of you.
Thank you, Ishita.
So this is a small token of appreciation on behalf of the team TIBS and Global Knowledge Research Foundation and partners. So thank you all once again for your valuable presence. And before we officially wrap up with this session, let's capture this memory. And I kindly request everyone to please switch on your cameras for a group snapshot for this conference. So please, can you all switch on your cameras once? Yes. Okay, thank you so much, everybody, for joining. Stay safe. Take care, everyone.
Thank you so much. Good day.
Thank you
Yeah,
so
good
much
day,
for the
Thank you.
everyone.
organizers. Thank you very much.
Ishita, please share
Yes, sir.
this group photo,
Sure, sir.
my
Sure,
number.
sir.
Thank
Yes,
you.
yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for being a good co-host.
Thank you.